Subscribe to The William Pace Show, where you'll find some of the biggest stars, entertainers, and political figures like B.B. King, Jimmy Walker, Bob Carlisle, Patti Austin, Mr. T, and gospel great Phibbs and Congressman Tony Hall. Let The William Pace Show take you to such fascinating destinations as the Navy Pier, the Palmer Hilton Hotel, the German Village, Showboat Majestic Theatre, the Ohio Village, and the Krohn Conservatory. Subscribe to The William Pace Show, where you'll find the best in fine dining and cuisine. Click the subscribe button to The William Pace Show today. Subscribe to The William Pace Show YouTube channel. Be sure to click the bell and give us the thumbs up. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the William Pace Show. I'm William Pace. Tonight we'll be taking you to Cincinnati, home of the Reds and our beloved Bengals. But for those of you unfamiliar with Cincinnati, there's another riverfront classic, the Majestic Showboat. The Majestic Showboat is home to 300 performers year-round and 7 3-week performances. The Majestic Showboat is celebrating its 78th season of showboating by opening its 2001 season with a bang. Tonight we'll be talking with the director and several of the actors of the up-and-coming show, Good News, a musical that takes place in the 1920s. We'll be getting some of their opinions and thoughts on the show and the riverboat itself. Please join us. We'll be right back.
Subscribe to The William Pace Show, where you'll find some of the biggest stars, entertainers, and political figures like B.B. King, Jimmy Walker, Bob Carlisle, Patti Austin, Mr. T, and gospel great Phibbs and Congressman Tony Hall. Let The William Pace Show take you to such fascinating destinations as the Navy Pier, the Palmer Hilton Hotel, the German Village, Showboat Majestic Theatre, the Ohio Village, and the Krohn Conservatory. Subscribe to The William Pace Show, where you'll find the best in fine dining and cuisine. Click the subscribe button to The William Pace Show today. Subscribe to The William Pace Show YouTube channel. Be sure to click the bell and give us the thumbs up. Thank you.
Good evening, I'm William Pace. Thanks so much for tuning us in tonight. We're on location at the Showboat Majestic Theatre in Cincinnati, and I'm talking to Ty Yadzitsky, and he's directing the production tonight of Good News. Thanks so much for coming on the show tonight.
We appreciate you being here.
I understand that you had some say in selecting this production tonight.
Yep. One of the things the Showboat has tried to do this year is upgrade everything all the way around, going from the office with a new computer system through development of the show season. Several months ago, almost a year ago, we all got together as a directing group and decided what shows we wanted to do, what would work best for the audience to bring more of an audience in. This was at the top of my list. Good News was at the top of my list to do for several reasons. Number one, because it's never been done in the Cincinnati area, so I wanted to do a regional premiere for both the actors' sake, for something new for them to do, and something new for the audience to see as well. Number two, I wanted to bring something to the audience that they would not normally know where the music or the songs came from. This show has many classic songs, such as The Varsity Drag, Life is Just a Bowl of Cherries, Keep Your Sunny Side Up, Button Up Your Overcoat, many songs that you might recognize, if not the tune, certainly the title, and not know where it came from.
So it's a musical that has familiar songs. And what about the story?
The storyline is based on a northeastern college campus called Tate College, and being in the 1920s, where the time period is, the big to-do of the day is whether the star football player is going to be able to play the big game or not, because he's failing his astronomy class. If he doesn't pass his astronomy test, he doesn't get to play in the big game, and the whole campus, not to mention, of course, the whole team, is counting on him playing. This is the big game of the season and the conference championship. The character's name is Tom Marlowe. Tom Marlowe is currently going with the society girl on campus, whose name is Pat. Pat hooks him up with her cousin, who happens to be a peer tutor in astronomy. Long story short, boy meets girl, boy gets girl in the end.
Okay, great. I understand that you're also an actor. So, do you find it easy as an actor to make the switch to directing? And if so, and do you relate to your actors?
Absolutely, and I won't say this is just not. I won't say this is necessarily to just my benefit. I think it's to any director's benefit to be an actor first, because you know exactly then where they're coming from. Things like scheduling. How would you interpret a song? How would you internalize conversation that you're having with someone on stage? I think in order to do that effectively and efficiently, you need to have that self-confidence as an actor yourself. So I think that's aided me greatly in this production. I'm both director and choreographer for the show, and being able to be a dancer as well, that's also helped me to feel the music.
Too.
Primarily a singer, actor, but yes, I'm also a dancer.
Sort of a jack of all trades.
Try to be.
Jack of all trades. Do you have a favorite?
A favorite?
Out of the 3 categories?
Oh boy. Well, singing is always my first love.
Number 1. Number 2?
Well, it's hard to say. Acting probably would fall second, and then dancing. I don't get to execute my dance abilities as much anymore as I used to, but.
Now tell me, this is your directorial debut?
Here on the Showboat it is.
So, what kind of experience have you had thus far?
Actually, the 3 realms, I've been a director, I've been a choreographer, and I've been a music director. Again, to my benefit, I think, in this production, because this show has all 3 in it. It's got the acting, it's got the dance, it's got the songs. Truly is a musical comedy. It's got the best of all worlds in it. From my background, having been in all 3 areas of directing, also, I think, helped me put the show together.
Tell me, do you think that theater is losing some of its following in a sense of support? That's what I mean.
I don't, but I also think in order to grab the audience at any level, and I don't mean just age level, I mean at any level, whether it be community theater up through Broadway, you have to do something that attracts any kind of group. This show here might play more to an elderly crowd rather than a teenage crowd. However, being that there's such a young group of performers up on stage, certainly they can relate to them going through their years of college.
I want to talk a little bit about the orchestra pit, because it's upstairs in the balcony. So is that a challenge when the actors or the musicians, singers are on the stage and the musicians are back there? Are you able to?
Sometimes it does, although I feel the music comes through the balcony and they can hear it better on stage rather than, say, necessarily behind it, although there's really no room behind it. This is a showboat, of course. But I also think the audience tends to hear it better also because it's coming from behind them.
Okay. And they sort of meet somewhere in the
middle.
In the middle, okay. I want to talk next about the actors in tonight's performance. Want to tell me a little bit about that? About them?
We have a large scale of different abilities up on that stage. We have someone in the show who's never done a show before. We have veterans in the show who have been through many Showboat productions as well as several other area productions. So, and everyone seems to click both personally and professionally. As a group, it's a very, very energetic, lively group up on that stage.
Subscribe to the William Pace Show, where you'll find some of the biggest stars, entertainers, and political figures like B.B. King, Jimmy Walker, Bob Carlisle, Patti Austin, Mr. T, and gospel great Whitney Phibbs and Congressman Tony Hall. Let the William Pace Show take you to such fascinating destinations as the Navy Pier, the Palmer Hilton Hotel, the German Village, Showboat Majestic Theatre, the Ohio Village, and the Krohn Conservatory. Subscribe to the William Pace Show, where you'll find the best in fine dining and cuisine. Click the subscribe button to the William Pace Show today. Subscribe to the William Pace Show YouTube channel. Be sure to click the bell and give us the thumbs up. Thank you.
Good evening, I'm William Pace, and we're on location tonight at the Showboat Majestic Theatre, and I'm talking with Mark Helfenstein. Thanks so much for being on the show tonight.
Sure, thanks for having me.
Now, I understand that you're a native of Cincinnati,
That's correct.
and you grew up here in Cincinnati. So, did you always have an interest in the theater?
I've been interested in performing in one form or another all my life, from sports when I was 4 to performing when in around 6th grade. So yeah.
What do you like about acting?
About acting, I love having an audience.
Do you come alive in front of a group of people?
Whether it be 1 or 1,000, yeah, all the time.
And so, what do you think is the reason for that? Is it the attention you
Wow,
think?
there's a philosophical question.
Yeah.
Probably attention. Attention is one thing I think actors all have down inside.
Our artists, we all crave that, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, we do. Tell me a little bit about the role that you're playing in tonight's show.
The role I play tonight is probably one that actually parallels me more than any other role I've had in the past. His name is Tom Marlowe. He's a football player. Though I've never played football, however, I've played sports all my life. So I'm used to that type of atmosphere. And he also has trouble concentrating with school and women in his relationships. And, well, there's another parallel. But so the research I didn't have to do much for, but it was a lot of fun preparing for it, which, you know, a lot more went into it than just
So it was an easy stretch for you, so to speak.
It was easy in the fact that it was a natural setting. However, there were points in relationships that I've yet never dealt with that are in this show.
Now, is this your first production here at the Showboat?
This is my 13th. And
13th performance here.
My 7th season.
7th season. And what do you like about performing at the Showboat?
The family atmosphere.
Okay.
It's Tim is a wonderful person to run the business. It's a rich in history, in the theater, and it's the only one of its kind in Cincinnati.
It's unique. It
Oh,
really is.
certainly.
And unique in many ways. Sometimes I hear when you're performing on the stage and when the actors are on the stage, and depending on the water level and the river and so forth, that the Showboat actually rocks a little bit.
Yes, it's quite a challenge for tapping or trying to be graceful, like I'm not, to have that appear on stage.
What did you do the first time when that happened?
I think I looked like a deer in headlights at my partner, and you just go with it. Your natural instincts as an actor takes over, and you don't really think about it.
Now, what do you like about tonight's show? Good news. What do you like about this show?
About this show?
To some of the other shows you've been in.
I would have to say it stayed true to the time period and the show itself. We don't have many cuts, which in a lot of performances you have to cut down things because it's not suitable or not appropriate. And this one goes from beginning to end just without a hitch, and it's very energetic. And I would have to say one of my favorite numbers is Varsity Drag.
Why is that?
Which, well, it's led by Babe, but I guess the reason is because I'm off stage and I don't have to dance. But it's but it's a high energy number, and I sing off stage, so it's not like I'm not doing anything.
So, with your music, did you study for music?
I took private voice lessons, and I've about a year ago I stopped due to my voice teacher left, but I've been studying voice for about 4 years.
So what are you, baritone tenor?
I'm a baritone.
Tenor, okay. And so, do you prefer musical theater as compared to just play regular drama? Or
Yes, I do. I love to sing, and there are shows that have more characters. When it is a musical theater production, in my opinion, there's still more hard characters than there are in just a straight drama or. And I'm not funny, so I can't do comedy.
Okay, why not?
No, I don't. It's a challenge for me. Comedy, I think, is one of the hardest things to do.
Comedy is more of a challenge for you than drama.
Yes. Well, I think timing is everything in life, and especially even.
Yeah, I can see why.
A jab in the jaw, cut in the side of the eye. Better save your energy. Beef's coming over to review game signals with you. Beef.
Subscribe to the William Pace Show, where you'll find some of the biggest stars, entertainers, and political figures like B.B. King, Jimmy Walker, Bob Carlisle, Patti Austin, Mr. T, and gospel great Whitney Phibbs, and Congressman Tony Hall. Let the William Pace Show take you to such fascinating destinations as the Navy Pier, the Palmer Hilton Hotel, the German Village, Showboat Majestic Theatre, the Ohio Village, and the Krohn Conservatory. Subscribe to the William Pace Show, where you'll find the best in fine dining and cuisine. Click the subscribe button to the William Pace Show today. Subscribe to the William Pace Show YouTube channel. Be sure to click the bell and give us the thumbs up. Thank you.
Good evening, I'm William Pace and I'm on the Showboat Majestic Theatre, and I'm talking with Karen Mullins, who is one of the supporting characters here tonight. You play what part?
Babe O'Day.
Okay, and I understand that this character is somewhat of a stretch for you, quite different from your own personality.
She is pretty different from my own personality. She's very bold, very energetic, extremely flirtatious. I wouldn't say that she's exact opposite of my personality, but she's a little bit more daring than I am. Yeah.
So it's a stretch. And in preparing for this role, what did you do?
What did I do? I think the main thing that I had to do with this role was bring my energy up to a level that I don't know that I've ever had to bring it up to for a lead role before. She's just extremely, she's, you know, off the roof, so.
Off the roof.
Yeah.
I've never heard that expression before, off the roof. But anyway, so you sort of like this character then?
I do. She's fun. She's fun.
Now I want to talk a little bit about your background, because you started at a very early age in the arts. You went to the Creative Arts School here in Cincinnati?
I did, yes. And
you had to audition for that. What was that like?
The audition was, it was challenging, especially because of my age. I was very young, so it was intimidating to go to an arts high school, and they make you audition for all areas of the arts. So not only did I audition for what I was interested in, I auditioned for areas that I had never, you know, really shown any interest in. So it was challenging, but it was fun.
How has that experience or schooling played a part in your ability as an actress?
Oh, it's gave a lot to me as an actress. The training in that school is wonderful. They start you at a very, very young age. The teachers there are incredible. So I think that it gives you a head start as opposed to other students that maybe don't start doing musical productions and being active in rehearsals constantly until maybe their latter years in high school, whereas in this school they start you from such a young age that you're conditioned to it by the time you reach that age.
The discipline, and so forth.
Very much so.
Now you're also a singer too. So do you like singing better than acting?
Yes, I'm a singer first, I would say. Yeah.
A singer first and an actress second.
Yeah, I would say an actress second.
Because there's like a difference there, because when you learn to sing, that comes from another place, you know, but then the acting comes from another place. So has that been like a challenge going back and forth between the two as a singer? It
has been a challenge. A lot to do with my training in my performing arts high school. My concentration was mainly with the music aspect of it. So the acting almost always came second, and actually the dancing, I would say, was almost second in my training, and then the acting. So acting almost fell last in that.
Now, where do you want to go with your acting and your music?
You know, that changes. My thought on that changes very frequently. I think because of my age, what exactly I want to do with it, or what I'm going to choose to do with it. I've changed my major several times. I've changed colleges several times. So I'm still searching for where I want that to fall in my life and the priority that it's going to be. So
great. I want to talk about, lastly, the musical tonight, Good News. Tell me one thing that the audience will like about this show.
One thing
Or if you
that
want to
they'll
tell me
like
two
about this
things.
show. It's hard to say just one. I don't think you can, sit through this show without smiling. There's just so much energy.
Takes place in
from
the
dancing.
1920s.
It does, yes.
Has a lot of the older songs in it.
It does. The old classics, good songs.
And what's your favorite song from the show?
My favorite song would have to be Never Swat a Fly. It's with my boyfriend in the show.
Okay, now why
And,
is that song your favorite song?
It's just the most adorable song. It's about not wanting to, swat a fly or harm a mosquito because they have a partner as well. So, and
okay, I
in
see.
essence,
I
everyone
get it.
has a lover and
Yeah.
not to. So
Even the insects.
even the insects, yeah. The choreography is fun in that song. Ty did a really great job with choreographing that song.
Okay,
So.
great.
She walks first and give me that kiss.
Only if you promise to leave.
Okay,
Okay.
promise. I know! This place is under the bed.
Subscribe to the William Pace Show, where you'll find some of the biggest stars, entertainers, and political figures like B.B. King, Jimmy Walker, Bob Carlisle, Patti Austin, Mr. T, and gospel great Whitney Phibbs and Congressman Tony Hall. Let the William Pace Show take you to such fascinating destinations as the Navy Pier, the Palmer Hilton Hotel, the German Village, Showboat Majestic Theatre, the Ohio Village, and the Krohn Conservatory. Subscribe to the William Pace Show, where you'll find the best in fine dining and cuisine. Click the subscribe button to the William Pace Show today. Subscribe to the William Pace Show YouTube channel. Be sure to click the bell and give us the thumbs up. Thank you.
That's our show for tonight. I'd like to thank my guests, and I'd like to thank you for tuning us in. Gotta go. I'll see you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.
Subscribe to the William Pace Show YouTube channel. Be sure to click the bell and give us the thumbs up. Thank you.